I'm right here.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's Team Video Game Gnosis here with another whiskey review. We try our best to give you guys an unbiased review of the whiskeys and entertain you with some video games while we review.
Alright guys, so today we're playing some Ghost of Tsushima on the PlayStation 5 and we're drinking some Ardbeg Wee Beastie, which is 5 years?
5
years old. It's gonna be our first time trying this whiskey, so.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a newer
release.
Yeah, like I was actually looking, so we got this from our local liquor store, and I was actually looking for the 10, which we tried once upon a time, but they didn't have it in stock, so we thought we'd try this.
Looking at the game real quick, the graphics in this game are some of the best, I think, of all time. This is a really awesome game, and it's kind of historical with, I guess there was a battle between the Japanese and the Mongolians in the past, so I don't know much about it, but I'm sure you can find it online. But, so the whiskey, you're gonna like this, I think.
Yeah.
So on the nose.
I kind of get like I get a little bit of smoke, and then kind of like a pear smell, kind of a little more of a tart fruit.
I get the iodine. So this is Peated, guys, which is a smoky whiskey, and it comes from the island of Islay.
Right. This is what Ardbeg is one of those distilleries that's known for this type. Right.
So on the nose for me, I get that iodine smokiness. I actually kind of like it. It smells very medicinal.
Medicinal too?
To me, yeah.
I get that kind of iodine.
Like I feel like it would be healthy to drink, but it's
I get like iron.
Iron?
Smell of iron.
Okay, so right now it's smoky, slightly briny, salty for me.
I get a little bit of that in the background.
On the nose.
On the nose.
I'm gonna go in for the taste.
Me too.
Oh, that's interesting.
I kind of get a slight sweetness. But went in, it just coated my mouth. Get this nice even spice and a little bit of smoke.
I get a lot of smoke.
Okay.
And it's interesting because on the nose it was very briny, but the smoke is now very earthy to me.
Yeah, I get kind of an earthy aftertaste.
That's the peat, right?
Yeah.
But it's almost almost like a moss.
Yeah.
Actually, almost kind of like a roasted seaweed taste to, or laver.
I get that kind of, yeah, on the nose, going back in for the nose now that I've tasted it.
And then the percent was what, 47%?
I think so. It was definitely higher.
Let me pull it up right here. I want to say it's
47.4%. Yeah. This is different.
I'm gonna go in for another taster.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to nail down some more specific notes. I know there's different notes in here. Additionally.
Okay.
Getting something new?
I think I got it. Well, my taste notes anyway.
By the way, just a side note, this game is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You know, I think let's give our initial rating, and we'll come back around on the second half to see how the taste has evolved.
Okay.
But I want to say, you want to do 7 or 7.5?
Let's start with 7.
7?
Yeah, and see where it goes.
All right, guys, there you have it. Ardbeg Wee Beastie. Our initial impression is going to be 7.
Ardbeg 5.
Now we're on to some Ghost of Tsushima highlights. Let's go.
Get him! Not in my house.
You're fired.
I'm right here.
Reflecting oneself. Sea of red. A new rebirth. Guarded by wisdom.
A warrior who knows only one side leaves himself vulnerable to attack. But many of the greatest samurai also wrote haiku.
Yeah, those poems that don't rhyme.
Alright guys, we're back with Jin Sakai doing some haiku right here. I never understood haikus growing up, but there's a line from a movie called Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren. He says something to the effect like he tells Dolph Lundgren, like, you know those poems don't rhyme, right? And I always like I get what he's saying, but yeah, if somebody knows why haikus don't rhyme, leave it in the comments, please, because I'm interested.
Right, what's your opinion on haiku?
Okay, so back to the whiskey.
Okay, this got a lot more. I'm understanding it a lot more. I'm getting kind of I get kind of like a yogurt, and like the specifics on that fruit note that I get, like I feel like it's kind of like an unripe pear.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like this kind of comes out kind of tarty to me. Do you get something similar?
I get what you're saying, but I think just to simplify it, so for me, initial taste, it goes in your mouth. It's the fruit for me, the fruit and the tart.
Okay.
So whether that's yogurt and unripe pear, but to me, I think a more simplistic way of thinking of it, it's like very similar to like Glenfiddich 12. That profile of the malt is kind of hidden, I guess you could say. You don't really pick up on the malt.
Yeah.
But you pick up on the fruit that a Glenfiddich 12 or a Glenlivet 12 would have. Because I think those are single malt scotches. Is this a single malt? Yeah, single malt.
It is
Islay
a single
single
malt.
malt Scotch whiskey.
You know, I can vaguely get that, the Glenfiddich 12 kind of similarity.
Comparison, yeah.
But for me it's not that.
Okay, but hold on. Let me finish this simplification. So
yeah.
that's the initial. Then on the finish, it's an explosion of smoke for me.
Okay.
The smoke is a bit different than what I was expecting, and it's very. Initially on the nose, it was very briny, but the smoke is more earthy now. It's more green. I think the analogy I gave you off camera was that it's almost like, I'm assuming this is how moss would smell if you got a bunch of moss and you threw it on a campfire.
Right.
It would have this earthy green. It smells like fresh moss was roasted on a fire, and it may be a slight tinge of roasted seaweed, to be honest with you.
I get that.
Yeah, it's growing on me.
I wanted to read the sum on the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
What they say is young and intensely smoky, with a rich, explosive mouthfeel of chocolate tar, and savory meats, cracked black pepper, and sappy pine resin on the snout.
Okay, it's making more sense as I drink it. That chocolatey tar is actually coming through now.
Yeah, I could see that. For me, that black pepper was the initial, like, when I first started drinking it, that was like what coated my mouth. It felt like I just ate a bunch of black pepper.
So the chocolate though, for me, is almost like if you took a bunch of like a dark chocolate bar and you melted it, and you poured that over your ice cream instead of like milk chocolate.
Right, it's more of a bitter.
Yeah.
But bitter chocolate, like.
I think that's that medicinal note.
Yeah.
Quick note on the gameplay. This is just us messing around. We haven't played this game in a while. I still got to complete it. Great game though. Probably one of the best games I played. Really cool fighting, combat.
Right.
Great storyline, great voice acting.
Well
Everything
done.
about it. Well done. But so back to the whiskey. We are aware that Islay peated whiskeys, the three heavy hitters are Lagavulin, Laphroaig, and Ardbeg.
Right.
So we haven't given up on trying Islay peated because you really like Connemara, which is an Irish peated.
Right.
That's like one of your favorite whiskeys, if not your favorite. So we can assume that peated's your probably your taste profile. We just got to try the other expressions.
Right. So, but on that, you said given up. So that's kind of. I wouldn't say we don't like this.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for our taste profile, which could be different from yours, is this seems more tart based. But I'm more of like, if you like the really green cherries versus like the black cherries, I'm a black cherry kind of person. I like that kind of like deep sweet kind of thing.
Okay, so let's give our final review.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Let's give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
Alright guys, 7.5 for Ardbeg Wee Beastie 5. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content on whiskey reviews and video games. Alright, thank you guys.